and he's coming! Oh yeah. We call making his way to the arena. The champ is here! Oh yeah! I can do 100 stages, but not today. My back's a little sore. We're clearly introducing Hercule, if no one has gotten that joke yet. We're doing level 1 Hercule champion. He is hilarious. A thematic power to the nth degree. Nobody has ever had a more character-specific power.
Well, besides not being able to perform energy attacks.
You know what? I was going to make that a separate discussion because I was going to rake you guys over the coals about that. I'm just saying that his continuous was your attack deal plus 100 stages of damage. Fully had people rage quitting the game because they refused to read the next line of text.
Oh, that was you.
I was like, who did this? This is an April Fool's joke. I'm going to kill James next time I see him. I don't know why. It might be related. I don't know. But then it just says your attacks cannot be modified, have the damage modified by your own effects. Nice. What we're going to get at, though, in the old version of Dragon Ball Z, Score's version of Dragon Ball, there were no such limitations such as this character cannot perform energy attacks. Never existed. Hercule was actually commonly seen in stage damage ally decks, and was at extraordinary powers like Huda Man, a setup that says for the remainder of combat, all your physical attacks do plus 3 stages of damage. In an ally beatdown deck with Hercule's plus 6 dynamite kick, or Hercule's drop kick I think it was called, you could stage damage somebody out better than the heavy hitters. It was a sad thing. On top of all that, yes, he could take advantage of energy attacks. Hercule was one of the most hated personalities of the old game for these reasons. I think maybe somebody at Score had enough bad memories and said, let's stay away from all that.
I think they actually, what I've noticed when they try to do these is they actually try to give them very good themes and powers based on the characters and the characteristics. Hercule is a very joke character. He is a parody character, and so it makes sense that his cards are parody cards. I mean, look at him. His stages get higher the lower he goes.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. I think they said the thematic idea is that the stronger Hercule gets, the really weaker he is. That he tends to be sort of...
It's one of those when you put him back to the wall, that's when he actually does shit in the show.
Just true.
Let's be fair there.
So we were talking about this idea. We said Hercule possesses no key. We said logically no. Hercule should never have been able to use anything that requires key, such as energy attacks. But we said, would Panini commit to a character and say no energy attacks with character ever? Would they really say that? Because sometimes Panini overlooks things. And we said, will they really do it? And they did it. Right on level 1. He cannot include this. We should be specific. We say he cannot have any cards that have energy attacks built in. That includes allies. Can't even have like Chaozu. Can. So we appreciate this very much, as he could be maybe the worst ally deck ever, worst and most abused. He would be a super Captain Ginyu if this wasn't here.
I don't know, you'd have Yamcha.
No. Yeah, he has too many cards. Remember he has cards that summon allies when you're going to take damage?
Yep. So you summon Yamcha.
Put that with a blue tag.
Yep.
You'll never stop doing that.
I think the funniest part is they're like, okay, he has a 1 per, and then his attack, because we were talking about how he's better when he's weaker, and then his attack is gain 5 stages.
Yep, that is a very hilarious thing. So we were talking about, we got his parenthetical out of the way that he can't have energy attacks. So that means your deck builds are going to be more focused. People think it's a limiting factor. That's a great thing. It means you already know how you're going to build your deck. No questions, no diverted strategies. So no, he doesn't get the 100 stage bonus, because that's just bravado.
That's just what we call flavor text.
You might as well not even be there. So he does have a power. It's a physical attack. He gets an immediate effect of 5 stages. He does search his deck for a card called Hercule's Dynamite Kick, and then places it into your hand, and does 1 stage of damage. Everybody knows the joke here, right? What's the 1 stage of damage joke? That's the flying kick on Cell joke. That's the little pink hit. Nobody summons their own named cards in this game, except for Hercule. We find it hilarious that he can gain 5 stages, summon an attack that gets 4 shots. Is it 4 shots or 3 shots?
I think it's 3.
Is Dynamite Kick 4? I don't remember.
I know it can't be destroyed.
Don't mind us, we're going to do research so that we stop spewing inaccurate information.
The only way to actually get rid of that card out of his deck, it's got to be in play and then in combat somehow.
My mind won't
Any
adequately.
other way, it ends up back in the deck.
Yep. So you can't mill them out.
Ugh.
Yep.
Which is a bizarre concept, I think. We'll get to that eventually about how there may be something about Hercule that requires a special rule. But so the big idea is, yes, this level 1 is a 100% gimmick level 1. It doesn't do anything special except for summon Dynamite Kick. And then, of course, coupled with other cards can be used as part of a stalling allies type of effect.
Shenanigans.
So, yeah, level 1 is not one you're going to park on too much other than that ability to summon Dynamite Kick. And that's about it. So we'll move on to level 2. Hercule posing. Hilarious. I wish they put poser, but that's fine. So he has the same, he has a continuous and a real power. Your name cards cannot have their damage modified by your effects. Your opponent's attacks deal -3 stages and -3 life cards. You cannot use the effects of continuous drills.
It is 4 times.
4 shots. Okay, we're going to talk about why that's awesome, but also they knew it could be abused too terribly. See, if you could have all the continuous drills, you'd have all the buffing drills. You'd dominance up to level 2 and just drill, and not carry another single other anger increasing
Well,
card.
and then with that, you're talking about that. It stays in for 4 times. Well, if I have, what's it called? There's a orange drill, and it gives you all your physical attacks plus 2 stages, and I'm adept, so that's plus 3 stages on the 1 stage. That's 4 stages that I'm going to do to you 4 times in a combat.
So
That's still enough to hurt.
we could say that it would be very broken if this sort of thing were allowed. But thankfully, the limiting factors are built in.
Especially since, guess what his level 2 power does?
Search for more Dynamite Kick. So the point is, Hercule can always summon Dynamite Kick. Use it all 4 times, throw it back into his deck when he's done. Every single round. There's nothing that would prevent him. Except for Master Roshi, maybe? You can't search your deck. But how long is that really going to last? The other thing is, of course, he has a damage modifier, so -3/-3 to all attacks, which is amazing. I don't even know why Hercule has that ability, but he does. But to round it all out, no continuous drill, so no, you can't amp up the damage or anything like that. I appreciate that. I would have said to put that on there myself. His physical attack is just a physical attack doing 2 stages that, yet again, searches out Hercule's Dynamite Kick.
And actually, he does not go up in any power at all. He stays at 50.
Well, traditionally, this is Hercule's max power level.
Oh, yeah.
So they're being thematically correct. I appreciate it. I'm not a... Okay, James, I'm going to defer to you on this one. I'm not a gimmick player. I don't play people just to have a character to annoy other people.
I usually don't either,
But
actually.
I think you might be the guy that I got to ask, though. I mean, what do you think of this Hercule if you were going to make this effective?
If I was going to make it effective, I would... You're going to spam your Dynamite Kick. So the way that you're going to do that is you're going to figure out ways to get it back into your hand as fast as you can, as many times as you can. You're just going to keep combat going as much as you can. Hit effects that... Because you can't modify the damage. But they also can't Dragon Ball 2 it, by the way. Can't Dragon Ball 2. They can't lower it by anything either. So basically, you're in it for the long game. So anything that searches out named cards, you're going to keep on doing that to grab them. You're kind of going to stall if you're sitting on level 2, which is not a bad thing. So probably something maybe even like a blue deck where you're just like, oh, blue dominance, straight up to level 2. Then I can kind of search out some of my allies like Yamcha and stuff like that because they are physical beaters. They can do some damage. I don't have to worry about drills, so maybe a Krillin or stuff like that. Kind of soak up some damage while I kind of throw the big stuff. Or have them throw the bigger stuff too, because, like I said, my per is 2. So
the big idea is Hercule kind of was made to be lots and lots and lots of allies to be around him. So that's a neat little idea. To me, I think I could see people parking here, but I think the fact that they kneecapped him by saying no continuous drills, the camping isn't going to be so useful. Nobody's going to dominance up to this level because the drills don't do anything.
But then again, blue decks don't have to just run the drills. There's a lot of them that don't run any of the drills. So
Well,
I mean, it's a give take. So
Well, it's a good balancing. So that would be my final conclusion: is a very good balancing to make it effective and keeping with the overall theme. All right, level 3, Hercule guarded. Oh boy. So we have a parenthetical and a continuous. Parenthetical: your opponent cannot use effects that lower your main personality 1 or more levels.
Now, notice it says lower. It does not say raise.
So I don't know.
So they can still dig you.
Yeah, they can still use dig.
They can still dig you. They can still do a couple
I
other
would,
things.
but yeah, I mean, sure.
Well, it's one of those things like if they are running something that is kind of drill or something like that, or if they're running into a situation where like, hey, guess what? I'm playing orange and I get to draw a card if you level or something like that. Then I'm gonna level you. By the way, you're gonna take unpreventable damage. So if I'm brawly too, and I'm gonna hit level 3, and you're playing ally builds, screw it. I'm gonna level you up anyways. Odds are, with his level 3, the way that his level 3 is set up, he's gonna get to level 4.
Oh yeah, this is going to be interesting. Oh, that's true. I was going to say, he's basically a time bomb in this form. He's not going to stay 3 forever.
No.
Okay, so his continuous power is unheard of. You know how hard every other character in style has to work for the following phrase? Your anger cannot be lowered by critical damage effects.
No. The one that really annoys me and really kind of pisses me off is your damage modifiers are doubled. After saying you get a +1 stage damage.
Oh, all attacks deal +1 stage, so it means your and your opponent gets an extra stage, but your damage modifiers are doubled.
Yep.
Your name cards, so damage modifiers, including drills?
Yep. Including drills, including masteries, including everything under the sun. This is why I said blue one might not be a bad choice for him, just because you get that +1 off of it. Unless we decide to go, tag. But
I didn't even think about
that. Yeah.
Well, here's the neat thing. So your name cards cannot have the damage modified. So already they said, whoa. If you could have all Hercule's dynamite kicks going off and hit, raise your anger, you're not going to stay at this level very long. No. But they said, no, let's make sure you can't modify damage on Hercule's dynamite kick.
With a lot of the new orange stuff coming out, I could. Now that you're talking about this, and we're talking about gimmicks, and we're talking about this level 3, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna play Addict. You're gonna search with your first hit that hits with the styled attack. You're gonna go grab Devouring Drill. There's a lot of new stuff that's coming out that's play drills when you hit and stuff like that. So you're just gonna play. Go up to level 2, boop, go up to level 3, and then you're just going to bring out everything. Because then you're just going to sit there at level 3 with your +4 modifier from 1 drill, +2 modifier from your mastery for stages, and this all goes on to your Hercule's dynamite kick.
Oh, it actually says your name cards cannot have their damage modified.
No.
But
everything else you can still... Yeah, I mean, we're still talking a +6 modifier to all your attacks when I can make my AT4 on top of that, and most of the new stuff is AT +4 stages to begin with.
So what we're saying is Hercule went from being a joke to maybe being a wrecking machine.
They made the first 2 really hard to get off of to kind of deter people or to make them really work towards that, because it's one of those, once you get to this level, you have, it's like level 4 Gohan for the old one, where it was like an Namekian knowledge build. You got to level 4 Gohan and you won the game. You just won. And it was well deserved after trying to get off of level 1.
Oh gosh.
So
singly the worst level 1 in the game, possibly of any game, even other games. But the worst level 1 in Yu-Gi-Oh!
the point being is no, that's vanilla. A 200 with 2050 defense, 300 attack. But still, it was a normal monster. But still, what I'm saying is, as a 1-star. They wanted to reward the players, and they definitely did a great thing. But they cannot have their damage modified, but they still get hit, raise your anger 1, and when I get to play it 4 times, it can't be stopped. I'm gaining 4 anger off of 1 of them.
Yep, that's pretty impressive. And perhaps a little... Okay, here's the 2, thankfully, balancing factors that keep from being the most broken level 3 probably ever. Is 1... He no longer summons Hercule's dynamite kicks.
No, unless if you're leveling up from your level 2 and you use your attacks,
which is a very good thing. So they said, let's slow that down. and let's make this a little bit different thing. So I
And
appreciate it.
luckily, they made it a physical combat card, not an energy combat card like Nail's Dashing Attack, which at that point would have been disgusting, but it's still not considered to be styled, unlike Nail's Dashing Attack, so you can so you couldn't.
That works.
So there's not really any way of grabbing it that I can think of.
Which is completely okay. I'm okay that now that stops. That shenanigans are just dynamite kicks. Where if you're listening to it, it sounds like the voices are getting layered over each other. Dynamite kick. They're actually, you're hearing them. Like, are there multiple Hercules attacking me? I can't tell. So what we're saying is very effective. And if in the future, like heaven forbid, if you're fighting Hercule, just keep it from getting to level 3. And if you're playing Hercule, run to level 3. Okay. Hercule in action. Alright, so here we go. This is where nonsense happens. For whatever reason, they intentionally made this one a slow slog to an NPPV, which I appreciate. But let's be specific about what's the limiting factors. Continuous effect. Your attacks deal plus 2 life cards of damage whenever you use a named card. Oh, whenever you... Oops, I'm sorry. Those are two separate effects. So plus 2 life cards.
Period.
Whenever you use a named card, destroy the top card of your opponent's life deck and lower each player's anger level 1 level. So the whole point is he is a self-limiting factor, but he does have a built-in mill. So this opens up possibilities. James,
Like I said, if you were doing Devouring Drill, going up to the as fast as you can hit this fairly early. Plus 2 life cards with all your other modifiers can be really just devastating. The fact that you can't NPV out, it doesn't matter then at that point. So, well, no, you will, because if you Devouring Drill, you give up.
Oh, right.
So you don't care. Also, you can dig up to those 2, so you still won't care. And the fact that at that point you're just creating, especially if you get your named card out, because that's 4 times you're lowering your opponent's anger.
Oh yeah,
4 times you're lowering your opponent's anger, and I think it still keeps the hit effect on it, even though it's in play for those 2, it's 3rd, 4th, like. The hit effect is still there, so you can combine it with one of the drills that says every time, once per attack, whenever you use a hit effect, you get to either raise or lower a player's anger 1. So, I mean,
if you really wanted to. Here's my thing about it. It's maybe the strangest card ever. I think thematically, the point is Hercule is as bad for his opponent as he is for himself. I think that's the big idea. So as he's trying to keep you down, he's keeping himself down. Self-limiting factor is that he goes for a strange thing, just like Master Roshi. He spontaneously changes to deck destruction. I don't know if the whole point is to late game mill somebody out. I don't know if that's the point.
Well, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to also, here's another thing, you can also unleash up to level 4. And then just go straight for the mill. And I'll go for the 1-2. Go for the 1-2. And guess what? Guess what deck really has a good mill? Blue.
Oh, dude.
They've been steadily raising out stuff. There's now a card that says whenever your opponent mills, they double it. So you're talking about you destroyed the top 2 cards 4 times in a row.
Oh, mercy. Hey, what set does Blue Slash come out of?
I think it comes out of 3.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep, it comes out of 3.
Okay.
Because that's the movies.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it.
So
this
3.
could be awful.
Yep.
You naturally lower their anger, doing your shtick, and then they're already low, and that one says, 6 life cards minus whatever their anger is. The anger's gonna be 0.
Yep.
It could be death hits left and right. Jeez.
Yep.
Okay.
And you automatically jump up to your 2 where you're just safe. And it goes with his whole thing about allies too. So, I mean,
I don't want to think about it. That is horrendous.
So do we want to talk? Because I know we haven't talked about a lot of the other ones, but because of Hercule and the way that he works, do we want to talk about his grand entrance?
Yeah, we should probably get the name cards. So we'll go ahead and take an opportunity to discuss Hercule's named cards.
Yeah.
We of course talked about Hercule's Dynamite Kick, but let's be more specific. It has a unique effect, perhaps the most unkillable, undestroyable card that has ever existed. It's more durable than a Dragon Ball. What's more durable than a Dragon Ball? Hercule's Dynamite Kick.
Yeah, so it has to be in the graveyard first and then destroyed.
So if this card is parenthetical, if this card is discarded, destroyed, and or banished from your life deck, placed at the bottom of your life deck. So if you take it as damage, it goes back to the bottom. If it gets destroyed from someone else's mill effect, it goes to the bottom. If you use it, it goes to the bottom. Is that what I'm thinking? That you also, when you use it, it just flies back to the bottom?
No. It's
shuffle.
from the life deck. Yeah, it's shuffle.
But is it hit shuffle?
No, shuffle. It's parenthicals. Yep. So it's after use.
Okay.
Yep, and it can't
They
be
just didn't know where
overran.
to put that.
No, because here's the thing. That's where it needed to go. Because it traditionally, how it would have been in the old layout, it would have been after. It would have been shuffle after use, and then this attack cannot be stopped. Then.
I guess that's what I was looking for. My eyes were going.
Yeah, and so that's kind of the layout with the new stuff that they're talking about versus the old. No, the way that this works is Brawly. Brawly can't even kill it off the top of the deck.
Oh yeah, I forgot his power does nothing. So we said it's a physical attack that cannot be stopped. Your main personality gains 2 stages, does a whole stage. This gets 4 shots and then shuffles back in. So what we're saying is fighting Hercule is not fighting Hercule, it's fighting drop kicks left and right, dynamite kicks, I mean. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that in the slightest.
I don't think too many people are going to be playing it until someone wins and then it becomes flavor of the month. I think it's going to take a little more working than people are going to give it.
It's gonna be great.
So, Hercules. Hercule's grand entrance.
Oh god.
So it's an event card. So we were talking about that with like Vegeta and stuff like that. He's gonna be able to stop this from happening. But with Blue losing a lot of its ally grabbing powers.
Yeah.
Because it's losing a lot of the setups. It's losing, I think, Lunar Ray was set 1. I don't remember.
Oh, definitely. It's
But-
that Saiyan Saga.
Yeah, I think there's a couple others.
Is
that
it
were
Blue
too.
Battle Readiness? The one with Murder on it? Is that the one?
I think that
Like,
one
is
might
it
be
the 2
from
allies?
2, but it could be from 1. So I mean, like they're losing quite a bit of stuff. I think Overpowering is going too.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about that being reprinted.
I think that's the first one. Yeah, so I mean,
Crew's living without it?
Yeah, so there's gonna be 6 slots and
Yep.
Oh yeah.
15 that are.
Yep, they're gonna open up, and so he's filling that in with his own. It's a counter. That's the really cool thing. It's like Slug's regeneration. It's immediately after they perform the attack, so you can actually use it, search for the ally, and then use the ally to soak up the damage.
Yep. And then the end of the combat, the ally can make
It's right when they perform it.
So why we love this is that Hercule, of course, pulls somebody in front of him and let him take the hit. Because that is his nature. That is how he performs. Oh, yeah!
And then that ally may make an action regardless of it. Hey! Hi, Yamcha. You can shuffle that Dragon Ball back into your deck, or you can shuffle that setup, drill, ally, whatever.
He couldn't use Yamcha, because Yamcha can perform an energy attack.
Yamcha's a physical, I thought.
No, it's a 3 life card energy.
I thought it was a physical.
No. But feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
Because I thought that was the one where he's holding the baseball bat, and he's going for a physical.
No, there is a blue style card with him. I kid you.
Oh,
not.
no, yeah,
He's hitting the black guy.
Yep. No, that one's there, but
not feeling
no,
that.
I'm pretty sure his name card is a physical, and his ally card's a physical. But I'll check to make sure.
Like a racially ambiguous anime guy.
But he's also in
I don't know if
set
this is
1,
racist
I
or
think
not.
too. So
Maybe it is.
He's from.
So I mean that.
What?
My phone has been possessed. It's on 2% of battery, so that's probably why.
You're gonna need to plug that in.
Probably. It's alright.
So our final declaration is that if this game needed another Master Roshi-ish character, that you're like, we're gonna do this, huh? So our fight's gonna go to time. We're just gonna fight forever, and there ain't no way in heck I'm gonna kill you. Good to know. Good to know. And that's all.
That's Slug.
Oh no! We're talking like Roshi. Roshi's like, I'm just gonna set up some stuff over here. Just don't look at me as I set up.
I believe that's Slug.
Does he do setups?
No, I'm just gonna set this Dragon Ball over here. Don't look at me. Don't you dare touch my balls either. And then I'm just gonna rejuvenate whatever you decide to take off of me. But don't touch my balls.
So that's our thing. Is that Hercule's gonna be very effective in that if you want to annoy people. If you want to just
I think he's
slowly
gonna
getting
annoy
better.
yourself more than other people. Mainly because if you don't have a really good understanding of how to build him, he's gonna fall flat on his face every time.
Well, if they don't do it, I will build the John Cena Tag Team Mastery. And it'll be John Cena on the ropes, leaning far in, waiting for the tag. And then I will have the music cued as needed to make the correct entrance. And the best part is you guys think I'm making that up. Oh, no, don't look at me. I'm not doing
He'll
anything.
try it once and then he'll fail
Nope. He will go nuts.
miserably.
He'll go junk to the wall. Hold on.
Jump to the wall is right, but then he smears down as he falls down.
Ugh. Wow. And now it's horrible. Where'd all my stuff go? Oh, I used to
Went up
literally.
against the wall, apparently.
At first I was on the window, then I went to the wall.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's what I said. I never even heard of any of that till for whatever reason Jeremiah thought to bring it up, and I was like, what? What the heck does any of that even mean? Okay. I don't know what I did with it. But I used to keep John Cena's entrance theme on my phone.
So to go a bit better.
There it is.
This time.
Oh yeah! The champ is here!
Last time on Kitty Come On.